Hi loves, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to be doing something that I don't think we've ever done before on the channel. If we have, it's been a very long time because today we are going to be doing a speed build. And if you have spent even a little bit of time here on the channel, you know that I'm not a builder. I am the opposite of a builder. As a matter of fact, I am atrocious. And you will see that during this speed build. I didn't really cut out much, so you're getting live action Simbersanders building, and it is not great. But I really wanted to work on number one. I want to work on my building skills, so the only way to get better at it is to do it. So I wanted to work on creating homes for different Sims, and I also think that in creating the homes myself, I'm able to do a better job telling the story for those Sims. So I want to work on doing that kind of moving forward here on the channel. Don't hold me to it too much because I'll do it some and sometimes I won't, but when it's appropriate, I'll go for it. So for this particular speed build, we are building a teeny tiny Christmas cabin. So this is for Mary Holly, our holiday helper sim, which you also probably seen. She is the sim that I did the cozy celebrations event with. And I was really inspired by Sydney Macaretto, or I believe she's changed her name to Sid Mac here on YouTube. She did a challenge where she just had a 32 tile box and she turned each of them into like different style homes. And one of them was a Christmas cabin. And I just thought that it was so cute and it would be so perfect for my holiday helpers challenge. But it wasn't on the gallery. And so I looked on the gallery and I saw a lot of really cute Christmas cabins. I decided to use them a couple different times, but I just wanted something different. I wanted it to be smaller and I wanted it to be more challenging. If you spent any time on the channel, then you know that I love a good challenge. I love a good rags to riches start. I love to kind of start with a little bit of a struggle. And all of the Christmas cabins that I was seeing on the gallery were like really cute and like fully decorated and perfect. But I didn't want that. I wanted it to be a little bit more rustic and not quite enough stuff. Like, I want her to have everything she has to have. I don't want it to be like a terrible start like some of my other saves, but I want her to have to work hard to get enough money to be able to take care of all of her little elves. So I wanted her to start with the smallest possible tiny home and to work up from there. So like she needs to add rooms to the house so that she can have more elves and stuff like that. So I just wanted us to start with a really small base. And since I couldn't find it, I decided that I would make an attempt to build it. So that's what we're doing here. We're building this little cabin. I am actually pretty happy with how it turned out. I think the inside is really cute. I like the way it looks. And I even like the exterior. It's just the landscaping that it definitely wasn't great. And I'm not really sure. I'm working on landscaping. This lot does have some terrain, and I decided to leave it just because I thought that it made sense for this lot to have terrain because it's up on the mountain. We are in the mountains on Mount Komarebi. That's where I'm going to be playing the challenge. So I just built the little cottage here. But because of that, it just doesn't quite work. Also, while I'm messing around with this is the only thing I cut out. It took me forever to get this chimney. And as you can see, it is floating. But because we're up on a foundation, it just kind of floats a little bit. I did raise the house, increase the size of the foundation a little bit, which I think helps some, but this is definitely the part that took me the longest. If you've seen Sid's video, she did also do this, and I just thought it was really cute. And it was really helpful, like she said, to have the chimney take up a full wall. So you don't have to worry about trying to put windows on that wall. And we were able to have like the kitchen over there. And I was also able to get in a fireplace because I needed a fireplace for the challenge. So I think it turned out pretty good. Like I said, if I was better with like landscaping, I think it would look a little bit better because I would be able to do a little bit of a better job covering it up. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to, step out of my comfort zone. So that's definitely where we are with this particular video. We did have to do like the small bathroom. This is technically a 4 tile bathroom instead of the classic 3 tile bathroom. But that was just kind of how I ended up with it because of the way I built the box for this house. I actually built basically this same house, but with a slightly different orientation to the 32 tiles so that it ended up actually being a 3 tile bathroom. But this is the one that I think turned out the best. Plus, I play tested this particular version of the house. So this is the one that I think I'm going to be using in the challenge. The other version essentially looks almost identical. It's just that the boxes, I think, like one shorter and one wider. So basically it's just, this is a rectangle and the rectangle's oriented differently. So as you can see, I'm going for classic Christmas colors here. I've almost fully furnished this house, but I haven't actually put any sort of flooring or wallpaper up. I'm not sure why I decided to do that last. I say that. I'm kind of sure it's because I knew that I needed to go for like really Christmassy interiors, and so I wasn't exactly sure what was going to make the most sense for wallpaper. So I just kind of put in the things I knew I wanted to have. I knew I wanted to have that bed, which I'm pretty sure is from Outdoor Retreat. And then I was at this point remembering I needed to have a fireplace, and luckily this one from Horse Ranch comes in green, so I thought that looked perfect. There's this giant holiday light, which does take up a ton of space in this house, but I kind of couldn't not use it. Like, it's super festive, so I went ahead and added that in. I also was just kind of going through to see what different light options we had. These lights that I ended up using are from Base Game, and I thought they looked good for the bathroom, and they're actually really bright. I don't use a ton of wall lights. I'm kind of always stuck with the subtle saucers, so this was fun to kind of branch out and use something different. I also did something that I never do. I know I should do it, but I don't. So I put some little lights up outside next to the front door. And then I'm working on the bathroom and tile. Again, I'm trying to stick with like reds and greens. Mary is like a very classic Christmas elf. Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like that red wallpaper. Or like red paint. So I might go back to it before I record any episodes for the Let's Play. But I guess I was thinking that it was a little too vivid, and that's gonna sound real crazy when you see what I did pick. But I thought the red was a little bit much, which I know sounds off considering I put like a floral wallpaper everywhere. But I liked that it was like a combo of red and green. I mean, like, this is a very Christmassy wallpaper. And so I feel like it kind of fits for Mary. Like, I expect her house to be pretty over the top. So here I am just kind of adding in some rugs. I have this little rug for the outside, which came with seasons, and I think it was like the perfect size for like a mat, which I think is what it's designed to be. And then I also sized it up to put underneath our dining room table. Here I'm looking because each of the elves is going to have a different like skill and talent, and Mary is actually going to be a baker. It took me a little bit to make that decision. I was initially going to just let her dabble in each of her children's different crafts, but I wanted her to have one of her own. And there's not one that explores the home chef hustle. Y'all, do y'all see that wallpaper that I messed up? It's fine. It was like me a while to see it, but I'll see it eventually. It's not there in the end. So it took me a while to figure out what I wanted Mary to do for her activity, but I actually decided I wanted her to be a baker. We don't have any home chef hustle stuff in the challenge. I will say it's probably a little bit difficult to do because we're up in the mountains and I feel like there's going to be a lot of blizzards, but hopefully a lot of people don't die trying to come by her food. I guess we'll see. I guess that'll add to the challenge maybe. It'll be something. We got to work with what we're working with here, and I'm definitely interested to see how this challenge pans out. So as you can see here, I am yet again trying to do some landscaping. Again, definitely not my thing, but I know I needed to try to get some stuff in. So here I am placing things. It's also kind of hard to landscape in the winter, which I'm sure everyone who actually builds knows, because everything's literally covered in so much snow, which maybe is good because I realize now that the bushes that I'm putting down are from island living, so they really are not appropriate for this, but they look pretty good with the snow, so I thought they blended okay. We also don't have room inside the house for our Christmas tree, so our girl's Christmas tree is outdoors. but I think that's fine. I think it fits for her. When I was looking through the gallery, I saw a few houses that were like that. So I thought it made sense. I also wanted to put this over her bed because it's really cute. And then we had to use these little curtains. And this is the only window that was really big enough for them. So oh, I'm actually pretty happy with how this little house turned out. For me, who's someone that's not used to building, I think it looks pretty cute, and I do definitely think it'll be functional. It's exactly what I wanted for this challenge, and I think that it's going to make it, I guess, more difficult without being like impossible. And when I'm building, not that I'm ever building, but when it comes to like Sims 4 builds, I like Sims 4 builds that are like functional for gameplay, and I did playtest this and it works fine. So I think that this is functional for what I want. So I'm pretty happy with it, and I think it turned out pretty good, but I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on it. Like I said, I'm not much of a builder, so any tips, tricks, anything you got that you think could help me, leave it down below in the comments. And let me know if you think this is the perfect little Christmas cabin or not. So I'm looking forward to getting to play the Holiday Helpers Challenge. I will be out of town next week because I have to do some work stuff. But hopefully, maybe I'll be able to play a little bit while I'm out. If not, I'm really excited to jump into the gameplay once I get back home. But that's pretty much it for this video. I'm just going to finish up doing some little finishing touches, and that'll be pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to say a thank you so much for taking the time to watch any of my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time. Bye!